My name is Reagan, and this is my speech audience. So if you've ever felt threatened, and then relieved, and then scared out of your mind, all within the same 10 minutes, then you've probably seen the 1994 American movie Pulp Fiction. The movie portrays gangster values that Quentin Tarantino, the director, easily puts together, but Martin Rousseau is the one that refers to it as gangster values. The movie it's kind of an artistic compilation of scenes and characters and situations, and it's a work of art just like any painting. This one in particular is one from the Renaissance period. It's by Robert Campin. It's the Marode Altarpiece. And just like any movie, it's loaded with symbolism. From the white lilies and the Bible that Mary's holding to all the dark symbolism like the dark flowers and the other side, purity versus death. Just in the same aspect, movies like Pulp Fiction will portray symbolism like the gangsters will wear suits because they're very valued in society. The Pulp Fiction also portrays a few themes. The themes I'm going to mention are loyalty, respect, and the last one is what I refer to as gangster parody. The first one is loyalty. And in any gangster movie, loyalty is one of the most important values in the movie. Everyone has to be loyal to the head of the gangster mob. Everyone has to be loyal to each other. Because if there is no loyalty, then there's always consequences. In Pulp Fiction specifically, Vincent and Jules are two of the most loyal people in there. This is Vincent and this is Jules. John Travolta and Vincent and Samuel L. Jackson's Jules, as Chris Nashitoy refers to them, as the beating, bloody heart of the most talked about movies for the past 2 decades. Because they're loyal to each other, they're partners, and they're loyal to their boss. Second in line to that is respect. Respect is another very valuable value, I guess, in Pulp Fiction just because it's another gangster value. Everyone has to respect the boss, everyone has to respect each other, because at the same time, the entire system falls apart. There is no hierarchy, there is no way for anything to work without respect. The first in line is Marcellus Wallace. He is the boss, he's the head honcho. The second is Winston Wolfe. He's probably one of the most respected men in the movie, simply because of the way he gives orders, the way he handles situations. When they had the worst situation in the movie, which is when they accidentally shoot somebody in a car, they call Winston Wolfe because he is Winston Wolfe. He solves problems, which is literally what he says when he walks in the door. Even when Vincent gets a little snippy with Winston Wolfe, Winston doesn't even get mad. He barks some orders and Vincent says, "Oh, please would be nice." And Mr. Wolfe says, "So, pretty please, with sugar on top, clean the fucking car." But the last theme is kind of relevant to that too, and I'm referring to it more of as a motif, but as gangster parody. And a parody is basically just making fun of something. So when Quentin Tarantino, when he looks at other gangster movies and he watches those movies, he sees the realistic parts of them, but he also wants to see the more funny parts of it. In order to entertain the audience while he's showing these realistic events, he brings up random little jokes. Vincent and Jules are one of the most important parts of that. They are the biggest exploitation of gangster parody in this entire film. Just because of they have theological conversations when they're going to go take some people out. They just have random epiphanies that they need to get out of the life, and they need to go and walk the earth, as Jules puts it in one of the scenes, which Vincent refers to as being a bum. But even if they never fail to deliver to their audience, they are always the two funniest men in the film. And Quentin Tarantino puts all of these people together in the most clever way. He's probably one of the first directors that has put different people in different scenes randomly together and put them all together at the end. And to me, that's a very artistic way of making a movie. Most people would probably do something very final at this point. Would either talk about how the things in the end happened, but I'm going to show you a clip that kind of shows the finality of all of the scenes in the movie, as well as the finality of the speech.
What? 6 to 10. We're gonna stretch out to 10.
Mom, what do you make all this?
Yeah, you don't have an opinion.
You gotta have an opinion. I mean, do you think that God came down from heaven and stopped it? Oh, fuck out in the house, man! Oh, man, I shot Marvin in the face. Why the fuck did you do that? I didn't mean to do it as an accident.